Hi friends! So yes, today is another snowy day. You would think that I would have worked from home, but we had our very first exam today and I had to proctor exams. So I went in from 8 until the exam wrapped at about 2:20, and then I put all of my stuff away and left. And so now I've got some things that I'm working on from home. It is now 4:07. I got about another hour to go, and then we're going to go wrap some presents and get some things just going. I've got to get caught up. All right, so I'll see you soon. Hi friends, same me, different day. Didn't vlog yesterday, worked till 6:45 after going in the snow and the ice. Now we're working from home again. They're just ruining all of my snow days. Snow is not supposed to happen until after exams are done. So, I have to work again today. I'm hoping that on my lunch break I can wrap a couple of gifts and bring you a little bit of content for tonight. So this will be days 8 and 9. Doing the best I can. So, yeah, here's what happened yesterday. I was not keeping up with the weather, and I'm usually the weather person in the office. And the reason why I wasn't is because they kept saying, oh, we're going to get 1 to 3 inches, and we'd get nothing. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just tired of getting excited and having a snow day, and now is not the time when I want snow. I wasn't paying attention. And so I woke up Monday, day 8, and had like 25 texts between our team because it was proctoring day. And I was like, what is going on? So I opened it and they're like, oh my gosh, we need you guys to come in to proctor and then you can leave right when you're done. And I'm like, what is going on? And they're like, yeah, the roads are okay. And I was like, oh no, it snowed. So I looked outside and it has not yet snowed, but it was supposed to start. So I'm, hey Google, what's the weather? You know, and looking it up on all the weather apps. My weather guy on the TV didn't say anything about it. If he did, I missed it. So I was all kinds of discombobulated yesterday, and that was not good, okay? And so I went in and I administered an exam, or proctored an exam, to the 1L students, which means first-year law students. Their exams are always proctored, and we have to go in person to proctor them. And so that was fun. They brought in donuts for us. Well, guess what fat girl will work for food? Okay, great. What liver enzymes raised? Okay. So then, got a donut. We did a quick powwow meeting. Let's go proctor the exams. Then when the exams are back in, put them in the dean's office. We'll lock them up. We'll go home. And then, you know, if we're able to make it back in the next day, which was today, then we'll just print them off and deliver them. Well, we are really non-essential, but because we had 2 proctor exams, we became essential. So my drive home was great. It had started snowing and slippery, slidey. It was like a slushy, wet snow. And we don't have roads that are made for snow because we're Virginia. What? We're not like, the Midwest that gets a flurry is 12 inches there, or their school doesn't close until they have 2 feet, whatever. Ours close if a snowflake is called for. Our roads are not made for driving on, is what I'm getting at. So, I just kind of is the operative word, took my time and drove home, gave myself plenty of space between the others, especially at stoplights in case there's a little punk, 18-year-old punk in his souped-up car that wants to go too fast and slips and slides and can't stop and bumps me. I don't want to hit the car in front of me, So that was a nerve-wracking drive home. Made it home, and then they told us once you get home, just continue to work from home if anybody asks you for anything. Well, I'm the only one that's going to be working from home because I'm the only one that has a professor that doesn't have a sense of time or days of the week. There are no holidays. 9 to 5 means nothing. You work until you're done every single day. So, and I don't mind because you know me, I love to stay busy. So, I came home and I don't know, I just don't like things to be thrown off. I just didn't feel prepared yesterday. The snow threw me off and I wasn't with it. I don't know. Those days where it's just not happening. Anyway, so I came home and we had been working on this document for hours and hours, and somewhere along the line, we got confused with which version we were doing. One of the problems is he keeps every edit that I have ever done in the last 12, 13 years that I've worked for him. He has stacks like 2 feet high all over his office, in the floor, on the desk, on the shelves, anywhere there's a spot. And, when he has all these piles and he's like, all right, I'll put this one here, then he doesn't know where he's put it. And I'm like, find the last one. I don't know where it is. You didn't give it to me. I'm like, I did give it to you. So we had a few blowouts yesterday. So I said, look, I'm going home. I will work from home. You find the document that you want me to work from and send it to me. Well, the roads aren't that bad. You can stay. I said, Carl, I live the furthest out of anyone here. I'm going home. I'm not risking my safety over these edits. I can do it from home. Okay. So, slip-slided home. I don't know. Between him and I think we just get to this point where we get too tired. I don't know. I think I hit a wrong version of the document and was editing from the wrong version, and then it looked as though nothing was sticking. He was giving me a version of the edits that I hadn't even done yet because I was proctoring an exam at that point, so how could I even have done it? But I think what happens is every time you open the document, it must be like live. And so if he's going in and trying to change something and I'm trying to change something, we're Xing each other out. I don't know. But some weird stuff was happening and things that I was doing was not sticking. We got so confused, and so we worked until 6:45 last night, and then I just said, I've got to go. I can't anymore. We're both frustrated. We were yelling at each other, and, it's not my fault. Well, it's not my fault. We're both stubborn. We're both like, I didn't do anything wrong. Well, I think we're both to blame, and I really didn't realize that I may have clicked on a wrong version. That's the only thing I can come up with for my part. And so I said, Carl, you know, I woke up in the middle of the night and I'm thinking maybe I've clicked on a wrong version. Let's just start all over from the 1241 doc, which doesn't even make sense to me because I was proctoring an exam until 2/18. So I was in the middle of doing the edits when he printed that 1241. So some of them had been done, but not all. I mean, convoluted mess. Absolute. So this morning we said, let's just start over. It's a fresh day. Let's let it match the 1241 doc from 118 to 134. So I just sat here for the last hour or so and did that. And then I said, yay, I'm so excited. It's matching. Is it sticking now on your end? And he's like, yeah, but now we got to work on the front. What do we do? I said, send me every version of edits you have, and I will go line by line and make sure that it matches. Well, should we go by the... He wants to make everything so damn difficult. Should we go by the 1241 or should we go by the 214? You know, time-wise. Which doc? Just send them all to me, and I'll figure it out. Just let me do it. Just let me do it. He's like a woman. He wants to make everything damn difficult. We don't need to do all that, sir. If you could have a little bit better of organization, we wouldn't have 1214, 1241, 1218, you know, all these crazy times floating around. You only need the ones that I send you, but you want to print it on your own and try and do your own stuff. No, not that big boy. Other thing that, I know y'all really don't care about this, but I just got to tell you. The other thing that really frustrated me last night was the fact that I was telling him, I want you to print the doc and, you know, proofread it. How do I do that? Oh, God. Okay, well, you hit review, no markup, print, and send it to the printer. I don't have review. Well, what do you have on your top ribbon? What's a ribbon? Oh, God. Okay, at the top of it. Y'all can't. He doesn't know anything about computers. Just nothing. You know, he'll call me up and he'll say, Leslie, my email has changed and I can't see it in the order that I want. And it's saying to and from and all this other stuff. Okay, Carl, I'm on my way. And I just hit a button and it's back to normal. He freaks out. Anyway, so yeah, it's going to be a long day today. It was a long day yesterday. I thought I'd do a little crafting while I was talking to you about this story that none of y'all probably care about, but I just wanted to explain what my life is, what my snow day is like. It is nothing I imagined. I imagined my snow day, you know, sipping cocoa and crafting and watching Christmas movies and working on the puzzle with my son. No, I'm working. I'm going into work, losing my mind. I mean, it's just been fantastic. All right, so that's the story time for today. I'm going to go, and it looks like he has emailed me some versions, so now I get to go read the whole 34-page document. We're working on the front end now, so I've got to do pages 101 to 118, make sure every word matches, okay? Alrighty then, let me just finish this fold, and then I will see you later on tonight where we will hopefully have some fun and relax and just wrap some presents. And I really want to give you all a house tour, but my house is wrecked because I'm not cleaning yet, because who's got time when you have to work on a snow day? Okay? Alrighty then. See you in a second. Okay, back to the story time. Anyway, so I just did another round of edits and read it line by line. I think we're all caught up now and we can move forward and life is great. Fantastic. But I did want to report that I gave the girls their baskets yesterday of goodies that I had put together for them, and they all loved their little baskets, so that was good. And I didn't fold this before I glued it. That's a problem. Yeah, they were all excited about, every single one of them was like, oh my gosh, I love the Grinch. I'm like, what? Okay, I got lucky on that one. And then the Nutella is always a big hit. I went to Walmart and got them little things of Nutella because I always put that in their baskets because I know they love that. So that's always a big hit. And they were like, I'm taking this down and I'm eating it while I'm proctoring exams. It's just a little jar, but they eat it. I don't much care for it, but that's okay. That's just me. I've got an aversion to anything other than regular peanut butter because I think my mom, you know, was going to be fun and let me try this chocolate peanut butter that was mixed into one or something. They do it now, like peanut butter and jelly mixed in one, that I refuse to try because I tried this chocolate peanut butter mixed in one, and I remember I was so nauseous after eating it. Never again. Never again will I try anything mixed with peanut butter. I will only eat regular peanut butter. And I will eat it creamy, not crunchy, because we used to put them in glass jars, and I dropped the glass jar, and my mother said, well, we don't have the money to just go out and buy another jar of peanut butter. You're going to have to get all that glass out and save the peanut butter. And when I would make a peanut butter sandwich, I would crunch down on glass. Great! So I can't eat crunchy peanut butter anymore. That's really great. Poor times. Poor times. Had to do what you had to do. So yeah, I guess companies learned after a few kids ate some glass that maybe we shouldn't do glass anymore. That's a product liability lawsuit, and now they do it in plastic. That's how plastic came to be, because all these other things were harming people. And now we're talking about the environment being harmed by the plastic. It's like, what do you want, folks? What do we do? So now we're doing recyclable paper and all kinds of stuff. We're just trying. It's just going to keep going, keep evolving. As the lawsuits happen, things go keep changing. Okay? That's just how the world turns, and we are the most litigious litigious country in the world. We want to sue everybody for everything. So, yeah. Alright, that was that story time. I'm going to go see if I've got more edits to do, and then we'll go downstairs and wrap some presents. Alright, so I am packaging up my last few things for the kids. So they each have a matching bookmark, a pad of paper. They're each getting 2 pencils. I was trying to do all this coordination. We're not. We're putting it in there. We're packaging. We're getting it out of my house. Okay? We need the space. So then, rolling it over a couple of times, bending it in, and then adding it to the box. I have 2 more to go, and then they will all be done and ready to go to Jenna for her class. After I'm done with this, we're going to go down, and what are we going to do? We're going to wrap, because I've finally started getting my life together. I made it! Alright. I have scissors, I have tape, I have ribbon, I have wrapping paper. The adults are going to get this brown ornament paper because they don't care about it being Santa and cute. I mean, my sister does, but she's fine. She will be fine. I'm going to wrap her gift first. Let's see how well we can do that. We're going to borrow the pepper grinder, okay? We're going to borrow some ribbon. So, to go up the side, we're going to need at least 2 of those. But is that going to be enough this way? It should be. So I'm just going to cut it at about right here and see what happens. If it doesn't work, I can use it for something else. We still have to open our advent calendars for the last 2 days. So we'll do that after this one present gets wrapped, because this is not going to be enough. Who do I think I am? What am I doing? There's no way. This is not going to work. Okay? Okay. I don't know what I was thinking. Apparently I've lost my mind. I needed double that. I knew that wasn't right. I just knew it. I felt it in my heart. And that is okay, because we have a piece for another present. It's fine. Everything's fine. I'm going to do it the way that I know how to do it. You know, I try to do these guessings, and we don't guess. We get it perfect, because that's the way my mother taught me, because she had the OCD too. Fantastic. All right, so I'm going to come up. And around. Back down to about right there. So I'm going to cut it on that one. Much larger. I'm going to cut it on this line. We might even go one more out just to be sure. A nice new pair of scissors. Good quality paper. Works every time. Just make sure you don't mix your fabric and your paper scissors. And make sure to sharpen your scissors every once in a while. You just take a piece of tin foil, fold it over a few times, clip, 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 fold it more, clip, fold it more, clip. Just keep putting layers and layers of it on there, and just do that about 4 or 5 times. Sharpen them. I learned that from Creative Memories back in 2001. Okay. Okay, well that didn't work. I need my pepper shaker. Hello? Okay. So now we want to get it centered. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 squares this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we're going to go 9 and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9 and 8, then 8 and 8. Yeah. Girl math. We can only do it when we want to. I got plenty for the sides. Oh, we tight on that. Okay, we're going to have to pull it tight, folks. It's all right, we'll get it. I really don't want my seam to be on the front of it like that. So we're going to flip it. Move it over a little bit more. Put it on the 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's what we call the OCD, okay? Okay, we got to come back this way. A little bit more. Perfection at its finest. All right, so then what I want to do is use my double-sided tape. We wonder if it'll work from the dollar store. It doesn't work, nothing. I can't find anything to work on that glittery paper. I had a hard time. And I've got some more of the pink glittery paper because I like to wrap one of my family members' gifts in that because that's her favorite color and it's the worst. So, I don't know. We're going to try it again. We'll try it with this. See if this will work. If it doesn't, I'm going to have to try some of those glue dots that I got from Ollie's. So we're going to take this and we're going to run it down like that. Okay, like that. It's not even touching the box. Run it down like that. Okay? Just want to make sure it's all getting on there. Not on me, thank you. Okay, then I'm going to peel up this part. We're going to take this part very tightly, pull it up, and fold it over, and smushy it down like that. Then we're going to fold sides. Do this side first where you aren't seeing it, and then I'll show you the other side. You can watch that, but I'm sure we have all wrapped a trillion presents at this point, and we know all of the little tricks. My mother could wrap a present so tight and only use like 3 pieces of tape and very small, you couldn't get into it. And it would be perfect and tight And I've never, I cannot, no matter what I do. I can pull it as tight as I want to. It is not going to be tight like hers. No, it is not. Okay, now we have this tape stuck to everything, and we didn't want that. But thanks anyway, paper. Okay, we're going to put a little bit of this down on here. We're going to cut it right here. We're going to put a little bit of this on here. So it looks like we knew what we were doing. We really don't. Okay. Okay. And we're going to tape up this side. You just hold on there, Becky. I should have brought a pokey tool. Is that side pretty? No, it's just not. That's okay. Alright, I'm going to leave this like this so that y'all can see how I'm doing it. Taking this, pulling this down, creasing. Taking this, pulling this down, creasing. Folding in as tight as I can. Creasing. Folding in as tight as I can. Creasing. Perfect. Nope, surely it is not. Surely it is not. Don't call me Shirley. So then I'm just taking a little piece and running it back here. To hide my imperfections, hopefully. Okay, then I'm just taking a little piece, running it across here, bringing it down and around. Bring it around down. Okay? Let's cut that a little bit shorter. Okay. Then, rubbing that. Battery died. We're back. So, then we take off this part, and we pull it up tight, and we stick it down. Is it perfect? Is it beautiful? No, it is not, but it's done. That is real bad. Anyway, so, then my mother used to, oh yeah, we crease it. Well, I've got air in there. Mine is not going to crease right. I don't know how to wrap a gift and not get all the air in there. It just doesn't work for me. So, now, let's make a little bow, make it pretty. Pretend like the ugly isn't there. We have some green, some brown, and some cream. So I figure we could lay the green down. Put the brown on top. And then maybe create some sort of little bow. With the champagne color. That way it matches my tree. It all matches the gift. Right? So those are the colors that I want to put around it. So, let's use one of the ribbons to figure out what size we need. We are going to do the big green one. So I don't know if I have enough of all of these to make them all the same size. Gee, that's fantastic. Okay, so we have that we could put in the middle. I could do a square and then do two bows kind of tied together with the ribbons. Thinking. All right, let's do this. We're going to do this the easy way. And I am going to clip this here. And then we're going to wrap it this way. Let's see if that was correct. I have this one. And I'm going to take this one. Put it under here. Go to here. Snip it. That was a little short. I'm going to have to redo that one. That's a problem. A little short. It's okay. I'm short every day. Everything's fine. They make more if I mess it up. I know I could do the double over, but I don't trust myself. I mean, I just did it the right way there and didn't have it right. Now, so I'm going to do it to here. Let's see if this works out the way I want it to. Okay? So, this is the top. Okay. So, just going to tie a little knot, and it is fine because it's all going to be covered up, and okay, then I'm going to take this one. made it a little short. It will be just fine. Because then I want to take this we need to flip it. I need you to flip now. Gonna need you to flip. Okay, Mikey. Can we make it? Hold that together. We don't know. We're gonna try. Okay, and then we do another little tail down here. Okay. Then, that's not going to hold it. We're going to glue that down. That's what we're going to do. That was just a sample to see if it would work. It did not. And that's fine. We can glue it down. We just try things. I don't ever have a plan. I'm just like, hey, let's try this. Half my stuff doesn't work. It's fine. I don't care. You know, it'll work eventually. I'll figure it out eventually. Let's get this even with the ribbon. Let's do this. And do this. Okay. And I'm going to pull off that outer part. I cannot see very well. Like that. And we're going to stick that part down. Then I'm going to take this part and we can't find the end. Stick it on here all the way around so it sticks on the bottom and the top. And the other ribbon sticks to it. And nobody knows it's not perfect. Except for me. And maybe the person while they're opening it. We don't know. Great. We tried. We tried to make it festive. That's all we can say. Okay. So then, I'm going to take this. Ooh, geez, we somehow got that one down there already. How did we do that? How did we do that? We don't know. Okay. Then, I'm going to take this. And I'm going to line it up right there. Oh, God, stuff is twisted. Why are you twisted? Why? All right, not a problem. We got everything under control. Okay? There we go. Then we're going to take about that much, twice the width. And then about twice the width with this, and just make a little bow and call it a day. So we are over it. Well over it. Thanks. We'll make this one a tad bit longer. Alright, so we want to get on the back side of this velvet ribbon. Let's see. Put put this on the front side of the velvet ribbon. That's what we want. Well, that one isn't longer. That one's shorter. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Everything is fine. We can cut it if we need to. Then I'm going to go underneath all of it, not disturbing those taped pieces that nobody's supposed to know about. Hopefully not disturbing them. And we'll do a little knot. And then we'll do a bow, a big floppy bow, and we'll let that be that, and we're going to cut this here, and we're done. That's all we're doing. All right, let's get an overview. Sides, atrocious, whatever. Front, paper is not going in the right direction. That's atrocious. Whatever. And then here is my top. So that's the first one that I've done of the year. I like my bow. I'm not thrilled with the paper being on the wrong way. I need to pay attention to that. But, yeah. All right, let's go open our advent calendars and then we'll be done for today. Okay, so today is the 9th. December 9th. And I've opened 6. Did I not do it in my last video? We don't know. I'm telling you people, it's just too much. Exams, snow, Christmas, everything. Okay. I need a snow day after exams where I can sit and do nothing and my brain can just go to mush and just rest so it can be revitalized so when I have to think, I know what I'm doing. It's a big problem. I don't know why I'm failing so hard right now at life. I really apologize, guys. That's just the worst. Absolute worst. Unacceptable. So, the 7th would have been socks, 8th would have been craft, 9 is socks. So we're going to do 2 of the socks and 1 of the craft to get caught up. Real sorry I'm looking like a loser right now. Been doing it for 5 years, but for some reason, all of a sudden, I don't know how to YouTube. I'm just horrified at myself. Absolutely horrified. Deepest apologies. I'm really not a loser. I'm just, you know, it's a bit much right now. It is a bit much that I have put on my plate and put, you know, just too much going on. Not slowing down enough and paying attention to detail, and that's a problem. That's a problem. So we need to just chill out. But I can say I am wearing my Psychopath socks. This is the second pair that I opened. I love them. They're very comfortable. The fabric feels very nice against your skin. They keep your toesies warm. It feels like really great material. I mean, they're just nice. So, this is what I need. Excuse me. This is what I need to do. Get lit. And just, try again. But if I get lit, I'm hungover for days. It's just not good. I can't drink. All right, so we have some cute little socks. We'll have to wear those. So if you see the psychopaths at your Gabe's, also check the ones that are at the dollar store. See if they're psychopaths as well. But 12 Days of Socks, psychopath. Hey, are you a psycho? Fire. Something. Burger. Ghost. Snowflakes wine. Happiness. Ladies low-cut shoes, size 4 to 10. They're really, really well done. I have thoroughly enjoyed wearing them. All right. So now we have to do 2 socks. We have to do 2 socks. Excuse, please. Again. Life. Not together. Not together one bit. Okay. So then on this one, we have little reindeer. And I will have you know that reindeer is a Rudolph. Thank you very much. By Psychopath. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Adorable. Love them. Cannot wait. I have this one, and then I have this one that I balled up, but you remember these little fat, he needed a diet. Yeah, he's like me. Doctor wants me to get a scan or a ultrasound of my liver because my enzymes and my, I don't know, AST, which is like organ failure, is all elevated, and she just wants to make sure it's just fatty liver and nothing more. And I'm like, you know, I could exercise and get all my numbers down, but I can't do that during December because we have good food at the law school during exams and Christmas time, and we can't, okay? I'm going to start in January. So my niece said, all right, well, have you scheduled it? And I said, oh, no, they called me and said to call them back and schedule it, and I deleted it because I'm not. They're going to charge me $1,000 for this scan, and then they're going to tell me, oh, no, it's just fatty liver. You need to change your diet, and you need to exercise. Well, I already knew that. I'm not paying $1,000 for them to tell me that. So my niece is like, it's your health. You cannot. I already know my health. I know what I need to do. I'm just not ready to do it yet. I will do it when I am ready. In January. We're not doing it right now. Anyway. Today we are making yet another ornament. We are going to cut our photo based on the template size below here. I don't think I have one that will fit right there. Okay, and place your photo in the middle of the ornament-shaped foam backer and the hanging string placed on top. Then align the top frame over it. Press down firmly. Add the remaining foam decorations and gemstones. Okay, great. Thanks. Photo. I don't have a photo, so I'm going to leave the bottom of it open. I mean, they don't even fit together. What's going on there? What in tarnation? Is it supposed to be an outline? We don't know. I'm just going to decorate the front of it, and once I get a photo that I want to put on it, we'll do so. But for now, we're going to leave it like it is, Because who's got photos laying around? They're all in my camera. Hello? Thank you. Alright, so we're going to put him on there. Then we're going to take all these little pieces of foam out. Sounds like somebody's out there shoveling the snow. It might be one of the neighbors. It's all melting now. Oh, yep, that's a neighbor. He's getting his car done. And yeah, the neighborhood landscaping company came through yesterday and salted the roads and like cleared the sidewalks as the snow was starting to stick. It was after I got home at like 2:30, so they got, you know, one layer up, but then another layer went on it, and then it froze, and then they left a bag from where the salt they were using. They just threw that on the side of the... we're not real sure what's wrong with people these days. We don't know. Okay? We do not know. Okay, I'm going to put that one there. We're going to put this one right here. Gonna put this one right here. Nope, we certainly are not. Gonna put this one over here. Why not? And then we'll just put this one right there. Totally looks like a child did that, but that's okay. I have a childlike personality. I like to have fun and not follow the rules. Thank you very much. This is my life. Welcome. We don't know what the design is that we're trying to do. We're just, you know, doing whatever. It doesn't make a bit of sense, but that's okay. That is okay. I'm just sticking it on there and calling it a day, okay? We sure are. Okay. Then we're going to put some of these little itty bitty thingies on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, thank you. And that's all I'm going to do because I have to find a picture to put in there. And where is the string? Did I not get a string? Did I put the string somewhere? What happened? Okay, I don't know. Guess we'll find that in editing. I'll see where it is. Right now, I do not see where it is. Alright guys, that is it for today's video for Vlogmas Day 8 and 9. Could be 7 as well. I don't know. We don't know what the last thing was that we did. We're losing our minds. We're going to get it together eventually. I just need to, like, get a break, okay? I just need a break. All right, guys. I will see you tomorrow for the 10th day of Vlogmas 2025. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up or hype it. Also, if you haven't, please hit subscribe. I love gaining new friends. And until the next one, I'll see you then. Bye, everyone.